Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video, I want to talk about an idea that I had for how to make Warzone and Modern Warfare a lot more fun, and just also gaming a lot more fun. I would love to have this be a cool standard that we can set for future games, because this actually would incentivize so much more people to run around and have fun again in these Battle Royale games, because I feel like as the time goes on, more people just decide, hey, I'm not trying to be flashy, especially if the game is not necessarily the most popular, like if it falls off. People rather would just camp for the win, and Warzone in particular has that problem. I know Modern Warfare Warzone is more campy because they specifically made it that way, but the thing is though is that what they could add here would not necessarily take away from that player base, because I know Infinity Ward loves their campers, but I would love if they were add the tactical nuke into Modern Warfare Warzone. That is right, you heard me right, I did not stutter or anything. I'm talking about not the Moab, not the Chem Strike, not the DNA bomb, not even the nuclear medal. I'm talking about the OG mother effing tac nuke from Modern Warfare 2, the endgame one. Not the one that will just end, you know, killing people, that will end the game. That badass nuke. I want that back. And the reason why I'm suggesting this is because I feel like this will tremendously help out the game. Think about it this way. Modern Warfare Warzone is, like I said, the most uberly campy Battle Royale. Hands down, easily. They specifically made it that way on purpose. And for me personally, the only thing in Warzone really that at the moment that I want to do is win. And so when I don't necessarily win and I lose, I feel like I'm not making progress towards anything, because the only goal I want is the goal that I can't seem to get. And I think that if they were to add this in as a side goal that you could do, that would make it much more fun. Because when you only focus on winning and, like, you know, you don't get it, it's especially frustrating. So you typically need side goals. I would love this to have to be a side goal that I could go for while I'm playing. So the reason why I'm recommending the tac nuke is because with the tac nuke, if you were to add that in, so many fans would be so happy, because the tactical nuke in Modern Warfare is one of the biggest staples in gaming, especially in terms of the memes. Like, who doesn't remember tactical nuke inbound at the loudest freaking volume possible? If you don't remember, I'll remind you here real quick. But when you heard that sound in your lobby, whether it was yours or the enemy's, you knew it was over. You knew that somebody in the lobby went all in, and it was just absolutely amazing, depending on whose team you were on. But I would love it if they were to add that into Warzone, because Warzone doesn't have a nuke, and I think that's very bizarre, because you can get so many kills considering the fact there's 150 people. And I would honestly love it if they were to add that, because it would incentivize people to rush, it would incentivize people to kill more, it would incentivize a lot of things, instead of people just camping and waiting for the circle to hopefully show up on them, and then they can just get the little text that pops up on the screen. It's not as cool as the nuke. Like, the nuke is the victory royale of the OGs, and those two things both end up having the same outcome. They make you both feel like a king, a queen. Like, they make you feel badass because you achieved such a great goal. Everyone would freak out for you if you got one. And it was just amazing to have. And in fact, that's one of the reasons why I went recently back to Modern Warfare 2 and tried to get a nuke. Which, if you haven't checked that out, I will link that down below in the description. But Modern Warfare 2's nuke, if you were to add it in, the endgame one, like I said, where it kills the whole lobby, it ends the game, that would be phenomenal, and I'd be forever grateful. I understand that you'd be worried maybe about people getting them too much or having it be too ridiculously hard. I think if you were to have this in specifically solos, maybe you can scale it different depending on the game mode you're playing. But if you were to have it, like, let's say a solo, specifically one person, considering the fact there's 150 players in your Battle Royale lobby and you plan to add 200 eventually, I think 20 kills by yourself would be a fantastic number. Not 30 like the current one you have an MP, like that really wouldn't work. And you can't have really less, because with the player count, if you have a really sweaty enough player, they will eventually get it. but it's not too high and it's not too low. I feel like it's just right enough that if you really tried, you can get it. And I understand there might be campers and people that just only want to get the win and that can ruin it for you, but that's fine because there's always going to be that. There's always going to be someone trying to stop you. And this is just a fun side goal that for me and a lot of players also can enjoy. Like, wouldn't you love to be in a Warzone game and you're losing potentially because you have like no guns, no ammo, and then you just barely by the skin of your teeth manage to pick up some random gun off the ground after your gulag and you get one last kill when there's like top 10 people left and you get a nuke and you end the game, it kills everybody and you win. Against every tryhard possible, you manage to pull it out of your butt. Wouldn't that be amazing? Like, wouldn't you love to be at the end of the game and hear this? Like, that would just make me so beyond happy. And I know you are too, because if you're watching the video, you agree with me. If you would have disagreed with me, you would have left by now. So that is my case. That is the reason why I think it should be that way. If you had 20 kills for one individual person and you stuck it in all the modes and maybe scaled it differently depending on what mode you want, maybe not put it necessarily in the LTMs with respawn because otherwise it would lose its incentive. But I feel like that if you put it in the normal Battle Royale, that'd be really cool. Or if you want to, you can just test the waters and make it an LTM. Because if you at least made it an LTM, then it doesn't ruin the base game. You can just test things. But yeah, so I know you already have the nuke in the game, and I know you plan on doing a nuke event, so why not do this? I mean, hell, you even did the DEF CON nuke in Warzone's, sorry, not Warzone, and Ground War, so why not just do like a DEF CON nuke equivalent in Ground War, where if you do a certain objective, you can end up getting the nuke. Maybe it could be a challenge. Maybe you can do a challenge that requires several steps, and when you finally do it, you end up getting that nuke. Obviously, it would have to be hard enough that people don't do it all the time, but make it something fun and make it something interesting. I would love to see what you guys come up with in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts and ideas on this situation? And do you agree with me on this? Would you like to see the nuke in Modern Warfare Warzone? Let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hope you guys ended up enjoying. And once again, if you ended up agreeing with me, please show your support by leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, letting me know your thoughts. But anyways, guys, I hope you ended up enjoying, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Thank you for watching, guys, and peace out.